All right. What you mean where I been? Where you been, man of action? Thank you, TJ. Appreciates it. Talking about something, where you been? Where you been? You ain't been in my chat in 2 years. Or maybe a year and a half. Okay, guys, listen. We're about to go watch the Chrissie Mayer show. I go on the live stream again, finally. You need to give some tithes for being away from me. You know I have emotional distress of abandonment issues because you left my street. Can you explain what oranges mean? Orange. Okay, so Jeremy was doing these really stupid shorts where he was stealing other people's content. And the first content he did lots of these videos, but he took some foreign, maybe Mexico, maybe Brazil, I don't know. But he took somebody's short of a woman who's cooking pork and she's using a whole bunch of oranges. And then he starts the chat, he starts the YouTube shorts like, well, what does the oranges do? Check this out. Whenever he steals somebody's shorts, he always go, oh my God, I love puppies like this. Check this out. And then he shows somebody's content. And then, oh, Mr. Milky, she got you blocked. And then he always does this, blah, blah, blah. Check this out. So he started this off with the oranges. So if you see people talk about the oranges, that's what the oranges mean. We're going to watch this. It's really good. This is probably one of the best simpcast that Chrissie has had. I was thinking about going to the beginning, but it's about to get really good because I think she's going to invite PPP.
Mother's Day. I mean, of course they have more subs. I did not want to ask Melanie about the Jeremy drama because I didn't think she had anything to do with it. I wanted to talk to her about her wedding and my conversion, and I just didn't have Jeremy's drama at the top of my mind because I didn't think, it was her fault or something. I'm like, oh, that's Jeremy's stuff.
So she's reading super chats right now. So she's getting a ton of money. So even though Brittany is dragging her,
Jack,
she's getting paid a lot.
There's enough SSRIs on this panel to pacify the IDF. I'm not on any SSRIs. They're this close to calling Mayer problematic. Well, call me what you like, I guess. That's mean about it.
I think the problematic part is the Kino Casino being deplatformed. I'm pretty sure that's the SJW part.
I think they need to get their platform back. Is there anything like this?
Well, you can always send them a link to join.
She's not gonna let them come on
in the chat.
She's not gonna let them come on.
He's on Twitter and PPP are on Twitter. They said that they would like a link to join.
Oh,
if you're willing
please let them come
on to speak.
She's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it.
Speaking of apologizing, did you ever apologize to Rollo Tomasi when you were trying to hide the fact that Destiny and Lauren Southern were doing it? And what did you accuse him of being? Is this for me? Trying to hide the fact that Destiny and Lauren Southern were doing it?
What?
News. Yeah, I trolled Rollo Tomasi and he believed fake news and spread it everywhere. So it was pretty funny. I didn't know about the Destiny and Lauren stuff at the time.
Okay, that's these super chats are not relevant to this particular conversation. People Chrissy, as a comedian, you should take deplatforming and censorship seriously. This is not just drama. It is absolutely not just drama. It is absolutely something to take seriously. It's not okay. It's all these channels.
So I think I'm gonna do a proper reaction to this because this is so good. And I did not like how Chrissy started off the stream by she actually primed the chat with tears. And it's manipulation 102, not 101, manipulation 102. My baby, my this and that. And I'm so tired of people using children to basically pull your heartstrings. You all need to be aware when people always throw children in the mix. They do that with everything. Okay? What about Gaza, the children? Oh, do you support the genocide? The children, the women, the children, all this other stuff. It's such a big cope. And it's a manipulation tactic.
And so that's the point of contention.
And I know I was also
Camelot was also correct earlier when he said that pushing things off is only going to make it worse. So if people are like, if you even like just need them to talk, and I can mute myself too, I don't mind that. But like,
Ooh, is she gonna
if
do
they're
it?
trying to like come on to talk to you, I think pushing it off is, if they're like, I don't.
She
think
ain't
they're
gonna
not
do it. She ain't gonna do it.
I don't think
She
they're
ain't gonna do
be,
it.
Like really terrible to you. I think that it's gonna be worse if you say now, like, let's not.
I know, but I didn't plan to have them on for this stream.
So
I actually planned to
what?
talk
It's about
other stuff than this. And right now, like people will be upset if I don't get through the questions here. So I'll
What
probably,
questions? Who's gonna get upset?
I'll probably have to do another stream where I just.
Oh man, all of this is just to get more money.
Culture. Brittany, Mandy, and Kino Casino need to understand this is not their channel. It's not Chrissy's job to defend them. It's not her job to do the homework you want her to do. It's not her job to cater to your chat invading her. Thank you, Culture.
Well, it's her job to uphold free speech, and that's why we're having this conversation. And again, I didn't feel very respected when I felt pretty dismissed and like given non-apologies and called a bully for
Brittany is doing such a
simply
good
saying the
job.
facts and saying, "Hey, well, you lied," and then it's like made out
Her
to be
mic
like
is messed up,
I'm the
though.
one in the wrong, and I really don't appreciate
I feel like you've expressed that. That pile over there. Are you going to bring in the not tonight?
Yeah, in between super chats.
I don't think I'm going to have time tonight. Do you want me to ignore them? Is that what I should do? Because when I ignored the chat last time,
Chrissy, it's pretty. Well, here's the thing, Chrissy.
I think
this
well,
is why I
that's what
said
the
you should have
chat
just did the
is.
charity
maybe I'll
stream.
just do another.
And
Anybody
Thank you,
can.
because all of this is about money. Oh, I'm gonna bring them
look,
on next Sunday so I can
This
get
is
more
my
super
Sunday night
chats.
show that I do every week. If someone thinks I'm a grifter, they don't have to super chat me. You
That's
know?
such a cope.
People can watch
well,
the show.
it just doesn't come across very genuine.
If
Because
somebody
you're like,
thinks
"Hey,
I'm a
Brittany, I'm
grifter,
I'm
then
sorry you
donate
feel
the
that way."
money.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Well, anyway, I'm not going to talk about how I lied. You're just
So maybe I'll
acting
do a whole
like
separate. Maybe I'll do
a
a
certain
separate
way.
stream where I address.
This is what this show is supposed to be
Like,
about.
to
What are you
even
talking about?
Take money from this in the first place. It's like it is counterproductive to the point of taking accountability, like profiting off of
Yeah,
your
no, the
mistakes. And
point
when
She's
people
going
say
to
accountability-
always profit. That's why y'all should go ahead and do it a
Accountability, which I did
one-day
do, was
shop.
Explain everything that was going on and to talk about the things that people had questions about, and I did that.
That's not accountability.
That is
Chrissy.
not accountability,
That's
and
just
it's a grift.
explaining it. Accountability is I did this. I'm sorry for this, and directly telling
I'm
whoever
not
the
gonna
apology is for
apologize
that.
for having Melanie on to talk
Nobody
about.
asked you to do that.
Oh,
Please
no
stop
one wants that.
reframing it that way. I've corrected you multiple times on this.
Okay. I think what I'll have to do is do a separate stream where
No! Stop it!
Aaron Pipes. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, what's up, Aaron? People should realize you have a 2-year-old and a husband and a private life. You obviously were taken aback by the chat reaction to
Then get off the damn internet. Stop. Look, feminism made it possible for you to do both. If you can't do both, then choose one. Be a mother, stay the fuck off the goddamn internet, or be on the internet. But you can't sit up here and say, oh, my baby is the reason why I can't go and look into other things. And then when you're with your baby, oh my God, I gotta be with the baby. Let me give it to his daddy so I can go do my job. You can't complain about two things. Choose a God. Damn, I'm so tired of these women sitting here and want to say, oh, my baby. You're not a single mother. You have a husband. Make him do his job. I'm a mother, my baby, you are not a single mother. You are not alone.
Mac. I definitely was. And she should have alerted you. Yep. All this drama that has ensnared you is her fault, not yours. I fully support you. Thank you.
I Unbelievable.
I mean,
Well,
I
your
think
job
a show
is
of
your
good
job.
faith right now is allowing the people who are actually deplatformed to say something.
Okay, but I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm so tired of women
know
doing,
these
and
people
this is what
personally.
I'm
I was
saying.
not planning to
They
have them on
manipulate like
again.
this.
Like I'm not a big fan of just like throwing people in last minute. Like I
That's
again,
the
I was not
lie. That's a
I'm saying
lie.
I'm just saying this as your
That's
friend.
a
I'm saying
lie.
this is like
like soon I could do something with them for sure. I just like
Well, I mean,
like
if
to
I were
talk
them,
about-
I would feel pretty gaslit.
they don't know me personally, so I don't know how they.
Right,
They
but
were
you
never-
spoke on them. You called them leftists on your.
Okay, first of all, it's a lie. She has many a times. Don't make me go get receipts where you just drag people off the YouTube streets and put them on your platform. Stop lying. She's lying. And maybe Brittany forgot about that, but she did that with Destiny and Haas, and Lauren and Brittany was on the damn panel. Oh my God, I may forget names, but I got an excellent memory on situations and episodes that have happened.
Stream with Melanie.
I'm just saying you also again, like this is I said this to you earlier, and I really don't want to dogpile you. I know this is overwhelming, but like you have an opportunity.
She's getting paid. Trust me, she's fine with this.
I forget his tag now because I'm having a pregnancy brain moment. But he said earlier on his stream with Nina that like he was telling you like you shouldn't keep delaying this, and like I think you're postponing your own sense of overwhelm by delaying it.
What he meant was like, don't delay addressing it, and that's what I'm doing today. And this was the
And you
soonest-
want to
No,
delay
I'm not-
it
this is one of-
again. You want to
I'm
do it
definitely-
again and
This
again
is part
and
of addressing
again.
it. If people are ready to speak on it now, that should be
Yeah,
be
let
something
them
that's
speak
delayed
on
because
it.
It is not reflecting well, and I get it. It's overwhelming, but like these are the people who are actually influenced, and I think that you're gonna do yourself more of a favor if you just like let them say their piece instead of like bringing this up later. Like we were sitting there waiting to just come on and say our thing. It's only gonna be worse in the end. So
I just feel like my channel's going to be terminated if I have them on. Because
Oh,
aren't they
okay.
banned
That's
from
what
YouTube?
she wanted. That's what she worried about. Okay.
Their
All
Clutch
right.
channel is, and then Andy Worski's personal
I
channel.
was
Okay.
gonna say Andy Worski.
They allow you to feature people, but they don't allow them to have the entire
I was
content.
gonna say I've had people who have had their channels taken off on my YouTube show, and like my YouTube show is not anywhere near any of this, and I've had to.
If she's paranoid about her show being deplatformed, okay, that's a legitimate. Okay, that is a legitimate fear. So I'm gonna get off of that.
Go through and purge a lot of my own stuff, but not because of like
So it seems
censorship.
like you want me to have my channel terminated by having them on, because I feel like that's the
I'd be willing to look up right now whether a terminated person is allowed to just make an appearance on another person's stream. I'd be willing to bet that that's not what the TOS says. And if
I
it
don't know,
is,
it feels like
Research does. I read it, but
it's I'm not
Plus,
responsible
they're-
for their
they're-
deplatforming, and I don't think it's right. But again, like I shouldn't be forced to have, I
don't think
Nobody's
it's a matter of
forcing
I'm
you.
telling
Nobody's
that it's a good
forcing
idea.
you.
I'm telling you that like putting it off, it's not smart right now.
Nobody's forcing you. Stop
I
saying
genuinely
that.
believe
Playing
that,
a
and
victim.
I see overwhelm, and I understand that, but
yeah, again, like the point of the stream was to clarify some things, and I did want to move on to some
You
other
ain't gonna
stuff,
be able to do that no
which-
time soon.
Let me look this up.
do you want me to look it up? I'm happy to.
well,
No,
Chrissy,
'cause
you
she's
haven't
not gonna
really
invite
been
them.
100% honest,
Okay,
so it's
generally-
hard to move
generally,
on.
No, a person permanently banned, terminated from YouTube cannot appear on another channel. YouTube's policy states that termination applies to the person, not just the channel. And featuring
Well,
a banned
is
user
Ashton-
Can I
result
see?
in a new.
Is Ashton
well,
banned? Because then Ashton can just. If it was just Worski's
Ashton
personal,
is
because they
not
also.
banned.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
PPP is not banned.
I mean, that's where I watched any of this. That's
Yeah,
how I know
PPP
anything
is
of
not
what's
good.
going on. I was
Good point.
listening to all
Good
this in the
point,
background,
Kimberly.
and their stuff was on YouTube. So,
Ashton's not banned. Andy is, and their editor's clip channel is, but Ashton is not banned.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Ashton has his own channel. Uh-oh. What's she gonna do, chat?
All right. I think I might
So is
have
there
to
a problem
do-
with that if it doesn't get you banned?
I'm not gonna have them on tonight. It's
Ah!
it's not something I plan to do. There's already so much. There's already like
Oh man,
show
this is
here,
not
and I'm
gonna
gonna have to
end
probably do a
well.
whole nother.
That's a bad move.
Over the super chats. So, and so I'm gonna probably just end it here. I feel like I, said everything I want to say. Thank you, thank you, Cherry, for thank you guys for coming on, and appreciate you guys hearing me out. Again, make your own conclusions. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.
Whoa! She rage quit. She rage quit. Oh my God. Dude, I have been on this show so many times. We have gone on for 3, 4, sometimes 5 hours. How long was this show? Hold on, let me see how long this show was. How long was this show? It couldn't have been no more than an hour and a half. Hold on. Okay. An hour and 55 minutes. So let's just go ahead and round it up to 2 hours. At 2 hours, but hold on, let's be clear. It wasn't full 2 hours. We had to go through all of this, through the introduction. Then this part right here, this made me angry. So this is the part where she gaslights the audience. And she says, well, why am I telling it to you? Let me show it to you. Let me show you how she gaslights the audience and she poisoned the well. This is the biggest manipulation tactic. And I'm like, if you are not up on the games that people play, trying to gather sympathy. Oh, and she cried on here. I'm so glad I'm heartless. And I have to give my police experience for being heartless, because I can't tell you how many times, okay, yeah, her toddler, yeah, oh, but my baby. I'm so tired of that, right? I can't tell you how many times I have pulled over women and the waterworks start coming up. And I never, and I'm going to tell you something. I was a sucker for tears when I was younger. I sure was, until the women who were using the tears end up stabbing me on the back or have done malicious things because of their tears. After that, I realized that tears are a manipulation technique, okay? Because you can, if you appear so weak that it makes your enemy drop their guard, that is how you can successfully attack your enemy. Don't ever forget that. So when you see me unimpressed by tears, you can call me hard, you can call me unsympathetic, you can call me evil, you can call me anything, but you won't call me a sucker, because I do know tears can be used to manipulate people. I can't stand crying. I mean, sincere crying. Y'all know when something bad, like somebody died, or yeah, it's usually somebody died, because I don't deal with death that well. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding back tears because I see crying as a vulnerability, right? But when I'm just crying out of some reason because I'm explaining why I didn't do the right thing because of my morals, that's manipulation. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you how a master plays your average people. Watch this. I watched this from the beginning. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Okay, here we go. Ready? Let me show it to you.
Well, hey guys. How was everybody's weekend? Okay. Hi. This is a different Simpcast than usual. I'm just gonna start. It's just gonna be me. Because I feel like I need to explain some things. I need to talk about everything that's been going on this week since I had Melanie Mack on my channel. And if you see me looking at notes, it's because I have I have really taken the past few days to listen and reflect and collect my thoughts, and also collect the thoughts and concerns of you guys. And I want to make sure I'm addressing each point and being thorough and being honest and being transparent, because that is not something that the quartering has given you all. And I want to just put it all out there and answer your questions. But at the same time, I'm not looking to make this a 3-hour long stream. I never wanted to talk about.
You ain't even making a damn 2-hour stream. Chrissie's streams go on for a minimum of 3 hours, maximum 6 hours. I don't know what you're talking about.
The quartering drama. I just but I've been sort of bullied into it here, and
okay, I've been bullied into it. I was like, what? You've been bullied? Who the hell bullied you? Who the hell how? Oh yeah, and the dog, the cat, whatever, right? Who bullied you? Could you imagine? And I want you to understand, there's a difference between personalities, okay? I'm a dominant, aggressive woman, all right? There's no bones about it. We understand that, right? I could never say somebody bullied me. I can't play. I'm not feminine. I'm very masculine. I own my masculinity. I can never put that, oh, they bullied me. I would sit up here and say, you try to bully me, I got that ass. I would say something like that. But you'll never hear me say, oh, they bullied. I can never play that card. I am not in the personality or to have the characteristics to play the I've been bullied. I can't play that. Chrissy can. But it doesn't work with people like me. Because when you say, I've been bullied into this, how? And she never explains how. She just wants to get the sympathy. But this is to, again, gaslight her audience and to muddy the waters. So let's continue.
So I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to do my best to address everything. And there's some of you listening tonight that are never going to believe anything I say. There's some of you tonight
playing the victim again. They're going to never believe what I'm saying. If you don't lie, people will believe you.
Who might be on the fence. There's some of you here tonight who are just going to make content and twist what I say to fit your narrative to make money.
Again, make it again. You guys are just going to just not say what I really said. Again, muddying the waters. I don't understand what's the point of saying this. Hey guys, listen, I dropped the ball this is all she could have said. I promise you. She's going to go on for 5 minutes, boo-hoo, crying, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, poor me, I'm the victim. Nobody's going to take me seriously. I've been bullied into this. Let me tell you all she could have said was, actually, let me do it the way Tree of Logic would have done it. Chat, hey, when I mess up, and I messed up last Sunday. My girl, Brittany, you know what I'm saying, my ride or die, I threw her underneath the bus. I lied about it. I'm not happy about it. I asked for her forgiveness. We talked about this offline. I said, yo, girl, I'm apologize to you first and foremost because I did this against you. I lied about you out in public. Please forgive me. You're right. You did contact me ahead of time. I just didn't want you to bring that fire, you know what I'm saying, like a typical black woman, because I know you're going to hold me accountable. And I just wanted to say that, yeah, I didn't want you to hold Melanie Mack responsible because I felt sorry for her. I knew you was going to make her look stupid, and I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. If Brittany would have forgave me, which she would, all she had to do was own it. Then I would have been like, I already talked to Brittany, and I have apologized, so I'm just going to make a public apology and just say, hey, you know what? I messed up, and I crossed my friend. I apologized to her privately, and now I apologize to her publicly. Brittany, I'm sorry. I messed up. I lied on you. I lied about you. I threw you underneath the bus to protect Melanie. And I'm glad you accept my apology. I know this is going to set us back a little bit in our friendship, but I'm willing to work back to get your trust again. Please understand that I will work on myself again, and this will not happen ever, ever, ever on my show. Ever, ever. I will never do that again to you. I value our friendship more than anything, except for my family. But I do value our friendship. The next thing I want to say is that you guys are right. I dropped the ball. I'm a coward. I'm afraid. And I did not allow the message about what the quartering, aka Jeremy, did. So this is what I'm going to do. This is me holding me accountable. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that business. So let the clowning begin. I'm about to bite some women onto the platform who are going to hold me responsible, who are going to hold me accountable. Go ahead and give me the super chats. Go ahead and clown me. I'm going to go ahead and take these L's so that I can be a better person. That's all you got to freaking do. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Just own the L. Just own the L. My last biggest L was when I found out that Daisy was an escort and I didn't say anything. And then she threw me underneath the bus and I laid it all out. I said, I took that L. And what I did, I said, guys, I lied, but I lied for a reason. However, my L, she doxed my phone number. She did this, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? My L. I should have never done that. I should have never gotten involved with that. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. You see what I'm saying? No, Chrissie can never explain why she did what she did against Brittany. Chrissie can never actually take accountability. Chrissie is about that grift. And I know you guys are like shocked that I'm coming against Chrissie. I broke my friendship with Chrissie months ago because let me tell you something about Tree. When I see you defend my enemies, that means you want to be my enemy. I will give anybody a pass for defending and swinging off the nipples of Candace Owens. Because, you know, y'all white, y'all think Candace Owens is your black Harriet Tubman, blah, 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 your black Mary, all right? It's something about her that white people, she's the white person whisperer. And even though she's very demonic, now y'all want to see what I've been talking about against this woman since 2017. And when I tell you all the things that she's done against me, you as a real friend, especially with her trying to get me killed, you as a real friend should not be on her side, okay? But I understand she's a white person weakness. I will give you that pass. But guess what? That's strike one still. So when you defend another enemy, not only of mine, but yours, Hannah Pearl Davis, aka Sasquatch Pearl. Sasquatch Pearl hates Chrissie, talks down to Chrissie, go against Chrissie, humiliates Chrissie, but she also talks against women. And the last time I was on her show, Chrissie was in all about her. She's like, oh, she's so beautiful. She's so, and you can, if you go to that show, the last show I will ever be on, you will see me fighting against her. Like, stop talking well about this woman. She doesn't like you. She's against you. She's this, she's that, and everything like that. Everything I said about Pearl came true. I said, you kissing Pearl ass, she will come back and use that against you. And that's exactly what happened. And she still start kissing up to Pearl's ass. And that's when I said, I'm out. I'm a good friend, so I can walk away. I can walk away, no problem. If I'm a good friend to you, I can walk away, no problem. But when you sit up here, I give you 2 strikes and I'm out. You're out. If you defend 2 of my enemies, I'm done with you. I'm done. And that's what happened. I don't come out and make a big, I'm not a content brain person. I don't say, oh, let me make content about it. It was like people who were close to me saw that I drifted away from them. That people saw that I stopped coming onto the show. And people who were close to me just knew what was going on. Cause I was like, I don't mess with Chrissy like that. Cause she's defending my enemies. She's too close to people who don't like me and want me dead. So I don't trust that. And you shouldn't either. You should never, never, never trust anybody who likes to be besties with your enemies. And let me just say what enemies are, right? Here you had Candace Owens, who's really, really an awful human being. Regardless of the fact that she had a doxing site to try to get me killed by 2 ex-cons that I had locked up when I was a police officer. Regardless of that, for you to want to be friends and want to, kiss the ass of Candace Owens after you know about that with me, let me know that it's about the clout, baby. It ain't about friendship. You trying to get that quan, that bag, that clout. You want to be buddies and hope that she'll come on your show if you kiss her ass hard enough. And then with Pearl, same thing. Chrissy's been trying to get Pearl on her show for years. And all Pearl do is just make her look stupid, humiliate her, verbally ridicule her, verbally degrade her. And Chrissy don't care. Oh, I know you called me a dumbass, but I still love you. That's low self-esteem. I'm like, ooh, ew, I can't be around that. So if you want to know why I am on Brit. First of all, me and Brittany are cool. We are real cool, okay? So I am always going to be on Brittany's side, but I'm going to be against Chrissy because when she decided to support Pearl, I was like, oh, you not who I thought you was. I'm out. Click, cut off the strings. So if you see the difference in my demeanor against her, that is why, okay? So now let's continue with the beginning where she's actually muddying the waters.
And that's fine, and that's your progress, and that's YouTube, and like it's fair use. You guys can, make content, of course. So, but I just felt like I had to be true to myself and be honest and address all these concerns, and clear some things up.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't address all the concerns and she just makes excuses. No accountability. No, thank God Brittany was on there. Let me tell y'all something. I'm very proud of Brittany, dude. I really am. Brittany was going against the quartering. And if y'all notice, I stayed back, okay? Because she was doing two reasons I stayed back. She was doing such a good job as a female leading the charge along with Keno's Casino, like PPP and Andy Wartsky to go and rectify the wrongs that Jeremy was doing. I was very, 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 very proud of her. So I'm going to stay to the side because I'm not I guess you could say a power hungry. I don't need the spotlight on me. I know I'm really good at fighting. I know I'm really good at coming people neck. Okay. But when I see somebody really leading the charge, I stand back. I'm like, they don't need my help. I've been against Jeremy for the last year and a half. Okay. I cut that connection off. So I've already let him know me and him enemies. I have already attacked him on Twitter. This is way before all this stuff came out. The last time I defended Brittany, and it was justified, I needed to get in there because the black community tried to attack her for wearing blackface, trying to say she a white girl. And so then I was like, oh, no, y'all not going to mess with my girl like that. She is black. She had a whole ass black mama. And then when I posted the picture of her black mama and her as a little girl, mean mugging, oh, now the black community going to calm down and go, I see black mothers. And they had black mothers trending. But I had to go in there and fight because when you fight the black community, you have to come in with a bazooka, a machete, a tank, and all kinds of M13s. You got to come in there with a whole arsenal. Because they are vicious and they are high in numbers. So I was not going to sit up here and let them attack Brittany. because she's trolling with blackface. Black folks don't care about no blackface anyway. We don't know what we're talking about here, right? So that's the last time I jumped in, and that was needed to fight on Brittany's behalf. But right here, when it came to Courtney, she was doing such a good job. I was like, I don't need to get in this. Let me just watch her do her thing. And her performance on the Simcast was phenomenal. We're going to look at a little bit of this because I think I'm going to make a reaction for my other channel as well. But let's go back to Chrissie muddying the waters. I know for a fact that Twitter is off the hook right now with Chrissie rage quitting.
So if you think I'm a grifter, if you think I'm doing this for money, please don't super chat me.
Okay. That's just stupid. If you have loyal fans saying, if you think I'm a grifter, if you think I'm not sure shit, don't super chat me. People do a thing called hate super chat. People send super chats just to cuss you out if they could. People send super chats just to tell you what they think. It's a form of super chats are a form of getting ahead of the chat line. Okay? It's a way of being seen when everybody is going through the chat, right? So she has a really good size audience, so the chat moves somewhat fast, even though she has in slow mode. So when you want to get ahead of 2,000 people, what you do, you put a super chat. Everybody get to see it, so does she. So this whole thing about saying like, oh yeah, I'm if you don't believe me, I don't super chat. That's your virtue signaling. That's just a virtue signal.
I want to make that crystal clear. If you think I'm a liar or unfunny or ugly or whatever, or full of shit, or did I say not funny? Then please give your money to somebody else. If you think there's a streamer
and this is all about money. This is all about money. And I'm not against somebody getting their money. I'm not against it. What I'm saying is that this is all, when you understand Chrissie's motive, you understand like what you're dealing with. For example, if you know you're going to be dealing with a scorpion, you're going to protect yourself from being stung. If you know you're going to be dealing with a snake, you're going to do the things to protect yourself just in case they bite you. Okay? You're going to do the things you know when you're dealing with somebody who can actually attack you and how they can attack you. If you know that she's all about the super chats, this is just about that. Because she got a lot of super chats, which is fine. But there was no way in hell Chrissie was going to not donate. Why would she donate when she can benefit from this? And all of this was to be beneficial. All of this was to benefit off of this whole entire situation. Chrissie knew everything about Jeremy. She was just playing dumb. She's playing dumb.
There that's been covering this in a way you like better, please give your money to that person. Support who you want to support here. And I need to say this up top. Kino Casino needs to get his channel back. The Clips channel needs to get their channel back. All of these channels that were affected by Jeremy's actions need to get their channels back. I think it's something like 13 or 14 channels that have been deleted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they all need to be...
No, not 13 channels. There have been like, I think 4 channels, but there have been a lot of live streams and videos that have been struck down and taken down. And those channels have gotten strikes because of Jeremy. And Bering, y'all know who Bering is. Bering just leaked DMs because Jeremy got so drunk and he was like, hey, everybody, our channel is false flag. And it clearly show when you go to the videos, video removed by uploader. So when a channel is terminated, there's a different thing. There's a different icon there versus if the channel has been deleted. Jeremy was mad that the A-logs was going all into this history, listening to all of his past streams that he had with Dankula.
Oh my God! Thank you for the gift
and
of
the
subs.
bearing. And when he did that, people was like, he was like, let me take this down. Let me take down all of these videos. We're talking about years. What was that? 5 years? Maybe five or more years of content. He deleted the entire channel. He deleted all of it. He deleted all of it. All of it. And Barron was mad because Barron was like, dude, what are you doing? Those were some great conversations. And then Jeremy go, it was false flag. It was terminated. So Jeremy was found out to be a liar, and because he lost face, he deactivated his account today.
Stored. This is bullshit. You know, people are allowed to make content, and flagging for privacy complaints is wrong. It reminds me so much of what Sniper Wolf would do with the stealing content too. Stealing content is wrong. The Oranges video, when I finally watched it, I laughed because I'm like, this reminds me of Sniper Wolf. You know, you can't just take someone else's content without, you got to transform it. You got to comment on it. Stealing content is lazy and it's wrong. And flagging for privacy complaints because someone's talking about your wife or whatever else, if you have beef with somebody, is also wrong. Okay, people are allowed to make content and comments about cringe moments I've had in the past. That's part of being on YouTube.
Okay, this is called filibustering. All of this, who cares? You did y'all see how I made my mock apology and I got right down to business? Okay, this is just delaying the inevitable.
Being like a public figure or whatever. And I think Jeremy today deleted his Twitter. And
he'll be back. He'll be back. You can it's not delete, it's deactivate. You can deactivate your Twitter up to 29 days or 30 days. But if 31 days go by and you have not reactivated, you lost it forever. So you can deactivate your Twitter and then bring it back. And he'll be back sometime this week.
I think I saw there's a lawsuit out for him today, which is good.
Wait, a lawsuit? TJ, what lawsuit? Where's Lily? What? Jeremy got a lawsuit? Hold on. I'm just hearing about the lawsuit for the first time. Why didn't I hear this the first time she talked about it? Does anybody here know about the lawsuit? Oh, you think it's about the coffee company? Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. You make me want to shout. Hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Lawsuit, the quartering. Oh, okay, that's...
Hey guys, what's going on? Jeremy Hambley.
That's AI. I don't see the lawsuit. Okay, wait a minute. Figure Meme Copian will have something about it. Hold on a second. The quartering generational crash out lawsuit coming. Deletes his Twitter, his friend's channel. Chrissie Mayer's going down with the ship. She knew about Jeremy. Oh, I don't want to watch I don't want to watch a live stream. I wish I knew what was going on in reference to the lawsuit. Oh, wait a minute. I found it. No, that's not it. Okay, here we go. You probably already heard, but the quartering is now in a class action lawsuit due to his YouTube drama. Google legal team will be in the gallery, I'm sure. Wait, is this the class action suit against the quartering and YouTube? The gerrymandering begins Monday morning if Keno's casino clips isn't restored. We are drafting the documents now for Team YouTube, YouTube and Google, and Mr. Jeremy Hambley. And Melanie Mack! Ooh! Ooh! This is opt-in with my law firm agreeing to take this on if at least 5 creators join. Quartering blocked me because I kept getting him ratioed with the truth, but he can't play power games against people who aren't afraid of his power and live in the real world. Andy Worski should be restored too. We need an apology from Jeremy as well. Accountability. He even dragged Chrissie into this and is illegally forcing her hand. No, he ain't. Come on now. Stop it. He ain't illegally doing anything. That's not right. Oh. And chat, let me tell you how all of this, hold on. Oh, you guys are talking to me. Hold on a second. Some attorney said that he would launch a class action lawsuit against Jeremy if he get. Okay, I'm reading it now. The documents are on Twitter. Yep, I'm reading it. I found it. Hold on. I got a donation. Lily got herself a gifted sub from Joe. Okay, thank you there, Joe. Be sure to thank him, Lily. Ooh, this is bad. So we're gonna get back to Chrissie, but let me tell you something, guys. When you see the mob coming after you, and you don't see a mob defend you, right? For example, what's the woman that was part of the Star Wars job? I forgot what her name. What is the woman, the wrestler? She was in Deadpool, but Kino. Oh God, dark hair wrestler. Gina Carano. Thank you. When Gina Carano bucked back against the left in reference to pronouns and all that woke stuff, that mob went against Gina Carano. Okay? Carano. They went against her. But the reason why she's successful is because the mob, the other side of the mob on our side, decided to defend Gina, right? So when a mob comes after you and a mob defends you, you good. You ain't got to do no apology. You ain't got to back down. You ain't got to disappear. You ain't got to do nothing. Now, when a mob comes after you and nobody's defending you, except for maybe your ride or die friends, like in this case, Melanie Mack. Melanie Mack is a ride or die person that's defending Jeremy. And the second person that was defending Jeremy but decided to go ahead and be truthful about it was Chrissie. But so far, the only person that's ride or die was Melanie. But when you only got like a handful of people that's sticking by you, and you got the big crowd against you here and a big crowd against you there, you got people on both sides or all sides going against you, It's dumb to fight back. What Jeremy kept doing was fighting back, talking about something. This will be over on May the 5th. You guys don't do anything to me. I'm going to keep doing it. So he would ban people. He would block people. He would hide replies. He would do a lot of things to shut it down. And then he would taunt. Never taunt somebody stronger than you. Never taunt people who are stronger than you. Never taunt anybody who has more power than you. When the Keno Casino clip channel was taken off, Quartering would taunt by showing the cards and saying, oh, look at these cards. I forgot the cards or whatever, blah, blah. But the Quartering just kept taunting, which was pissing people off, which was making more people dig into you. Then Quartering tried to play the victim, like, they're going after my family, they're going after my wife. And then that was shut down when it was discovered that you talk more against your wife than anybody else. Then the more he kept fighting back, the more he wasn't apologizing, the more he was like, F these people, I'm not going to apologize. F these people, I'm not going to buck down to the mob. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. The more they keep digging into him. He made this worse on himself. Okay? He made this really, really bad on himself. Now there's a class action. So this is the reason why he deleted his account. Okay, got it. Let's go back to Chrissie.
I understand. I've really put a lot together in the last few days, and the outrage is completely justified. These people deserve to get their channels back. These people deserve to get their livelihoods back. And it'll be interesting to see what comes out in discovery with this lawsuit. I also heard of another channel called Undead Chronic. I don't know who you are, but their channel was banned too, and they should get their.
Well, that had not. Hold on, Undead Chronic had nothing. Undead Chronic channel had nothing to do with the Quartering. Undead Chronic is very, very hardcore red pill. They are anti-women. They are heavy misogynists. Undead Chronic is oh my God, why am I getting all this info from her stuff? Undead Chronic is the guy that came up with the stupid saying no hymen, no diamond. That's where that came from. Undead Chronic was demonetized years ago. Okay? Years ago. So I'm surprised he hasn't been permanently banned so far. Same thing with Myron, because to me, Undead Chronic is a little out there than Myron and Fresh and Fit. So if they terminated Undead Chronic, then I know Myron's probably be scared of his boots right now. Hold on a second. I did not know that about Undead Chronic. Yeah, he a POS though. He a POS. I don't care about. So I'm looking at what I'm saying. As you can tell, I don't like no. As you can tell, I don't like no Undead Chronic. I can't stand him. Is this him? Is this his? No, I think this is his channel. I think this is him. Hold on. Yep. There we go. That's him. So this is his channel. This is his thing. So no, this can't be it. This is 2020. Is this his thing? Is this his new channel? Is this new thing? can't keep up with all these undead chronics. I know he's on. I know he's on Twitter. I just don't know what his handle is. His Twitter got banned multiple times. Oh, thanks TJ for letting me know. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. Jeremy must be an actual 80 IQ. I swear he's not even that high.
Channel back also any strike that Jeremy caused.
But Jeremy ain't caused no. Jeremy did not cause no strike with no undead chronic. Ain't nobody. The fact is, I'm just learning about the undead chronic thing from her. Just let you know that undead chronic has nothing to do with no Jeremy. Undead chronic is just a toxic, unhappy, undateable incel man. That's all he is. He literally hates women. Okay? He hates women. So, I mean, I'm shocked that it took this long.
Just because somebody was talking about them, that's messed up. And I hope those strikes go away, and I hope everyone gets their channels back. And I hope I want there to be accountability for the messed up stuff that Jeremy has done.
But she's not going to take accountability.
So I want to make sure that's clear. I want to explain first my intentions for my stream with Melanie. I had Melanie on my show on Wednesday, and I had been trying to get her on since really Easter, since my confirmation, since I converted to Catholicism. I wanted to have her on because she's my friend. I wanted to have her on to talk about that, to talk about she just got married. I want to talk about our faith.
I'm sorry. These new Melanie. Hey girl, I'm gonna have to just tell the truth about you. You are a fake Christian. You have not shown me your actions have not shown me that of a Christian. I don't care about the Bible reading. I can get in the front of a camera and read the Bible. And I'm just as heathen as they come. I can quote scriptures. That doesn't make me a Christian. I'm ready for these so-called Christians to be Christ-like. I'm ready for these so-called Christians to show me that they are actually practicing the words that are actually prophesied or actually preached about in their Bible.
And I was so excited. She hadn't been on Simcast in a while. I was so excited to have her on and finally reconnect. I know it sounds sad, but sometimes I look forward to streams as a way to connect with an old friend. Who knows? Maybe it should have been a phone call, but it was a stream. You know what I mean? And I wanted to connect with my friend about my conversion, which I was really excited about. And I know I'm new at the Catholic thing, but I'm excited.
I just don't buy this whole thing. This is such a grift. It's such a grift. It's such a grift to convert to Catholicism and Christianity on the right. It's such a grift. I'm telling y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Almost every day, I think, let me just show people how easy it is to grift, and not even just to be transparent about it. I'm straight transparent, and I'm telling people, hey, right now, as a Christian. That's right. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I'm a Christian. I says I'm a Christian. That makes me a Christian. Because nobody's held accountable for not actually walking according to the teachings of Christ. But it's you know how it's a lot of money. It's a big money maker to go against Jews. You know what is also a big money maker? To be religious. Religious people, they are so generous. You know who else are why am I not able to talk? You know who else is generous? People who hate Jews. But you want to know who's the generous of all? People who hate black folks. Boom, headshot. But those channels don't last long here on YouTube. I think the last anti-black channel that has been permabanned off this platform that made a lot of money he's passed away now. He was the one who wrote the book Don't Make Don't Make the Blacks Angry. Don't Make the Black Kids Angry. So there's that. And oh my God, this man was swimming in money. Next thing you know, they cut him off. They deplatformed him off of YouTube. He got banned off of Twitter. Then he was able to make another account and everything like that. Cornelius Brunis, do you think Jeremy is in a worse position as Matt Jarbo? Absolutely, 100%. 100% he's in. And the reason why he's in a worse situation is because he kept taunting, fighting back, daring the mob, daring the Keno Casino fans to bring it on. He was actually egging on the fight. Matt Jarbo ain't do that. Matt Jarbo eventually said, I lost my credibility. I'm going to get it back. And I think Matt started working for Uber Eats at the time, or he was delivering pizzas or something like that. All right. So there's that. Anyway, so Matt is actually sincere and actually took accountability. Jeremy said, I refuse to apologize. I refuse to do any of this. Jeremy is so arrogant in his ignorance. That's why he keeps getting his ass handed to him. If you don't want to apologize or own accountability, stop engaging. That's all that is. Okay, let me get back to this.
To be on what I feel like is the right path, and I wanted to talk about that with her. I never meant to mislead people. I never connected the drama that was going on with Jeremy to Melanie. I never thought that Melanie needed to answer for Jeremy's sins.
Joe, if you want to play with me tonight, I'm in that mood. Okay, I'm in that mood. Tonight is the night that you got me. Play with me. Play with me again.
I knew there was drama with Jeremy. I knew he had beef. I knew there was shit going on. But I never at any point thought, well, this is Melanie's fault. She needs to answer for this. She needs to.
No. See, here is what Chrissie is doing. Okay. Chrissie is like, oh, I just brought her on to talk about her faith and her getting married. But when your chat, which we all agree that if the chat is not paying attention to the topic that you're talking about, and the chat we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about this, oranges. Then guess what? You're going to have to bend to the chat or shut it down. Like she did today. You're going to have to bend to the chat or shut it down. But you can't sit up here and say, we weren't going to talk about what the chat insisted we talked about because I have a woman on who keeps sweeping and swinging from Jeremy's nuts today.
Speak on this. She needs to call this out. So, and I never advertised that stream as a call out stream or an ambush stream or an accountability stream. Nowhere in my title or description or in the body of the text of my stream with Melanie did I ever say that I would talk about the quartering drama.
But it was dominating your chat. For example, we're talking about Chrissie. If Donald Trump was actually, I don't wish this upon him and I hope he's always protected. But let's say, for instance, some crazy libtard successfully shot him and it just happened. Chat, and if you all just got notice about that on your phones or you see it all over the news and you come and just start spamming that in my chat, Donald Trump got shot. how would I look saying, no, chat, we're not talking about Donald Trump. Did Donald Trump get us out? That's not what we're discussing today. We're discussing Chrissie not being accountable. Child, please. Who the hell would do that except for an imbecile? I want you to understand that if you all started spamming Donald Trump got shot, what you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go, what? Are y'all trolling me? I'm going to go online. I'm going to go into the Google search and I'm going to put Donald Trump assassination. And then we're going to see if it's true. If it is true, we're going to dig into that. I do that all the time. I divert into another story even when I have another topic set to be talked about. I would divert easily. I would we talking about breaking news. So I'm not going to sit up here and let Chrissie get away with this. Like, we were only going to talk about what in reference to Melanie. No. This is reference to Melanie, excuse me.
Or any of the shit that he did. So I wanted to talk to her about getting.
Oh no! Oh my! It crashed, y'all. Hold on a second. My Firefox crashed. Hold on a second. My Firefox crashed. We'll get right back to it. Okay, here we go.
Somebody on. So 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks before I had Melanie on, I was on a stream with Nina Infinity and also Verbal Riot, where we did discuss the quartering drama. And I watched it last night to refresh myself because I heard that I was listening to Kim.
Now, the only reason Chrissie is talking about this is because Nina reminded everybody Chrissie is playing dumb. She know all about the quartering thing because she was on my show. When I say my show, she's talking about Nina's show. She was on Nina's show and Nina gave her the full breakdown. So that was 2 weeks ago. So Chrissie lying, like blatantly lying, saying, I didn't know anything about it. I don't have time to look into it because I got a toddler. I got a baby. Stop using your baby as a shield. She just did not want to talk about it because she didn't want to burn a bridge with Jeremy, because she thinks Jeremy is in a powerful position. But Jeremy is no longer in a powerful position. He has lost tens of thousands of subscribers. He had to pull his coffee brand off of the market because it wasn't labeled with nutritional facts. And now he's becoming like radioactive. So now it's safe to disconnect away from Jeremy.
Nina's stream, and I was like, wow, I need to listen back to this. If we talked about this Jeremy stuff more than I had remembered, and I listened back to it, and I was honestly shocked. I was like, wow,
Yeah, but who here believed this? Who here believed that Chrissie was on her friend Nina's show where Nina gave her the full breakdown of what Jeremy did to Keno Casino, what Jeremy did to other streams, how he behaved, how he reacted to Nina, how he reacted to everybody else who was calling him out? She was there, and I want you to understand, this was going viral. This was trending on Twitter for the last 3 weeks. But 2 weeks ago, she was in on what's going on. Now you're going to say, oh, I don't know what about all this. I forgot all about, like, who here believes she forgot? Who here is going to believe juicy information like that about Jeremy fighting and deplatforming other channels because they were trolling him and talking about him? none of this would have happened if he just let Kino Casino troll him. Just let them say what they got to say about you and then keep it moving. Because you know what? There are lots of lol cows out there. But now you made them obsessed with you because you got their channels banned. You got their channels banned. Nobody's going to forget juicy gossip.
I'm actually really embarrassed that I didn't recall everything in this conversation. It's and I dropped the ball. I should have been up to speed on everything, and
but she was up to speed. This is just a lie.
But the main point I'm making here is I did not connect Jeremy's drama to Melanie, and this.
Okay, let's give her that. Let's give her that. Let's pretend she didn't connect Jeremy's drama to Melanie. As soon as you saw the chat connect Melanie to Jeremy drama, you still didn't do anything. So let's just pretend that's true. When you saw the connection, you still ain't do nothing. So I don't believe you.
Nina stream happened 2 weeks before my stream with Melanie. So I had kind of compartmentalized that. I was like, well, that's Jeremy's stuff. That's not Melanie's stuff, if that makes any sense.
Well, hold on. I'm not. Let me be clear. Hey, Nina. Nina says, good move distancing yourself from this person. I want y'all to be clear. I distanced myself from Chrissie long time ago. Y'all just don't know it. It's because I'm not messy. The reason, and you probably wasn't here when I explained it, I distanced myself from her when she decided to befriend my second enemy, which is also her enemy. I don't trust someone who's cozying up to people who want me dead, cozying up to people who want to take my rights away, who want to take her rights away. So she was real cozying up to Candace Owens. I let that go. I gave her like a pass, but that was still strike one. Then she decided to cozy compliment and actually kiss the ass of Pearl. Pearl out of all people. Pearl. And the last show I was on, I was constantly counter signaling her love, her support for some damn Pearl. And when I realized the next day when I saw her constantly kissing Pearl's ass after Pearl was humiliating her, degrading her, demeaning her, I was like, why am I friends with this woman? Because I don't trust you now. I don't trust you because you're too cozy to my enemies. And I think you're doing it for clout. So you can't be trusted. So I cut her off. I don't make a big deal out of it. I don't get messy. I don't come out and say, we ain't friends. Those who watch me very closely, TJ knew, Lily knew, and I think Fancy knew. Only 3 people, because those people watched the stream. They watched the show. They watched when I was on the Simcast. They watched how I reacted. They watched me unfollow her, and they watched me just step away. I'm not messy. I don't make a big deal of, guys, I'm no longer friends with Chrissie, blah, 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 blah. When people say, I was so glad you were on Chrissie's show, I say, I'll say something like, I'll never be on that show again. I say, I won't be on there another time. That's it. I'll never be on that show again. And I haven't. And I haven't been out about it. The thing of it, so I want you all to know that this is not me now distancing myself from Chrissie. I've been distant myself from Chrissie. I just never made a scene about it. I don't do that. Okay, I just don't. That's not how I roll.
I didn't bail on Camelot's stream on Thursday. I know he's making it sound like I bailed on his stream. I always had a scheduled guest Thursday. So I streamed with Melanie Wednesday. Thursday, I had my own in-studio guest, Nikki Huntsman, who I'd scheduled a while back. So I had her on, and she's not like in this part of the internet, so I wasn't gonna spend my whole episode with her going over this stuff. So That's why that happened, and Camelot knew I had that stream already. And then Nikki was an hour late, and not like giving her crap, but like it was an hour late, which pushed everything back later, and I just didn't have time to go on his stream after that. So I didn't bail on Camelot. I didn't purposely not have Brittany on. I wasn't trying to do an ambush gotcha stream. That's not really my style.
How was it a gotcha stream when the entire chat was going on? You were reading chats humiliating Melanie, but you wouldn't let Brittany on. Also, you lied and said when people are like, bring Brittany on, and you was like, hey guys, I'm trying to, but she's not answering my DM. So you just lied. This is what I'm saying. She's not being honest, and she's poisoning the well.
I know from experience that that's how you lose friends, is by throwing somebody on and at the last minute being like, haha, just kidding. We're not here to talk about your wedding. We're here to, you know what I'm saying? I also need to touch on the fact that I was given conflicting messages about what was going on with Jeremy. It's hard to ascertain the gravity and the truth of a situation when I'm being told two different things. I have one very good friend telling me, look into this. And then I have another very good friend telling me, this is a nothing burger. This is just drama.
Who said it was a nothing burger? Melanie? The very person who's sweeping for him?
And then when I tweet, what's going on with Jeremy? The responses are, cuck, he's a cuck. Okay, I don't care about his like sexual life or his.
Okay, that was a lie. That was a lie. If you was to go to that post, that was a long time ago, what's going on with Jeremy, you will see people actually giving her the actual backstory. She's just being selective with her story. Because it wasn't about cut. No, it was about he deplatforms people. He's against free speech. All of that, I saw it. All of that was in your replies. You don't want to tell that story. Because again, all of this is to make her seem like a victim. All of this is to muddy the waters.
Marriage, or you can understand how that's confusing. That's a lot of different conflicting messages. So that's why, Nina's stream wasn't really top of mind, because I was being told by Melanie that it was not a big deal and that it was a nothing burger. So
Melanie, guys, the very person that's sweeping for Jeremy because he's paying her told me that it's a nothing burger. So of course all these other hundreds of people are telling me otherwise. So let me listen to the one person who's saying something totally different. That doesn't make any sense. That's so illogical.
It's that's, I'm not going to read her DMs. I don't really like to read anybody DMs. I think that's a sleazy thing.
There's nothing to read. We already know Melanie is on Jeremy's side. This is a terrible position to be in too. She's so stupid, dude. I can't believe Melanie is actually like, you are going to die on the hill with fat ass Jeremy, aka the quartering. That's who you going to die on the hill with? A man who told everybody that you got itty bitty titties, told everybody that he likes his woman with at least a handful. He literally humiliated you on his own stream, but because he's paying you $5,000 a month, baby, ain't no money worth that. Listen, I will never, and today just prove it, you will never super chat me to the point where you think you're justified and disrespect me. I will bounce your ass. Boom, headshot. Okay? And you will never pay me enough to disrespect me. I will never allow someone to put a price on, I pay you this and I get to disrespect you. I pay you this and I get to humiliate you. Not all. No, not at all. You ain't gonna do that today, tomorrow, ever. I'll never let nobody do that to me. I'll cut your ass quick. And when I say cut your ass, I mean cut your ass loose. Bye. Bye. You'll never treat me like I'm some yo ho or whatever. No, not at all.
Do, but I'm just trying to explain. Like, I was given a lot of information on this, and I'm just now kind of going through and figuring out like what's true and what's not. I have to clarify that I'm not being paid by Jeremy in any way, shape,
Nobody
or form.
said you were.
I accepted coffee from him for an event we did back in September called the Content Hotel. It was 8 months ago. He sent me coffee. He was one of 12 sponsors who sent different food or coffee or whatever for the green room for the event. And so I thanked him just like I thanked all the other sponsors in the body of that event.
Yeah, I heard about the stream that she did with Nina where she was sweeping for Jeremy. And that's what I'm saying. I didn't know this about Chrissie, is that she defend really bad people. And I'm just going by my personal experience. You defend Candace. You defend Nick Rekieta. You defend Pearl. I'm missing a male. I'm missing a male that she defend. And now you defending Jeremy? She's not defending him now, but in the past stream she was. Jeremy don't have the power like he used to. The Jeremy of today is not the Jeremy, aka the quartering of 5 years ago. Not the same.
Makes sense. So I think Coffee Brand Coffee in the content house description. It's not like I'm thanking him on every single stream. I think somebody may have taken a screenshot of that and ran with it to make it look like I'm sponsored by Jeremy or sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee. It was that one event. He gave me coffee for a 48-hour live stream 8 months ago, and that's it. I hope that clears that up. Another important thing to keep in mind here is that I am not the streamer or person that I was 2 years ago.
Okay, get ready for the sob story and the tears.
I'm contrary to what a lot of you think. I am not terminally online. I'm taking care of a 2-year-old all the time, all day. I don't have him in daycare. I don't have him in preschool. He's completely unvaccinated, so I can't put him in daycare or preschool. I have to watch him. He's all day with me, and I am not trying to I'm really doing the best I can. I'm probably gonna have to homeschool him because we live in New York, and you have to take like 1,000 different vaccines to even get into kindergarten. So
you are married. You have a husband, okay? I don't want to hear. Listen, women with husbands, especially stay-at-home husbands, I don't want to hear this stuff. Your husband helps you with your business. When you're online doing your show, your husband is looking over the child. You have enough time to go on other people's shows as a guest, but you ain't got time to actually pay attention to one of those shows when they update you on what's going on with Jeremy. So this is a manipulation tactic to say, but my baby, oh, but I'm a mama, but my baby, oh, but my... I don't play this, okay? I don't care. Choose a God. You're going to either be a full-time mother or you're going to be a full-time YouTuber. You cannot do both and sit up here and blame one for the other. I don't like when women who are married, especially like if you're a single mom who ain't got nobody, oh my God, you have to make the excuse of being with your child. You have the excuse of being with your child. Because you don't have nobody to take care of your child while you are online. You have somebody that can do their job. But this is what I'm talking about. These women, if you married a man who's about that business, he should be able to take care of your child while you are online doing the damn job. You are the main income bringer. I don't understand this purpose of, I have a son. Yes, with your husband who also helped raise him. You cannot talk like you're a single mom. And I'm so tired of this. She's talking like, he's unvaccinated. That got nothing to do with what happened last week. Oh, and I'm going to have to homeschool. So what?
I'm like preparing myself for that. But I'm really trying not to have, when people say, Chrissy, why don't you have videos on the background? Why don't you research more? I'm really not, I don't have the TV on when he's with.
Here's the thing. She didn't have to research because she was on Nina's show, and she just admitted that she was on Nina's show, where Nina has constantly thoroughly informed her what was going on. Also, another thing, Rachel Wilson, Miss 5x3, was chronically online talking about I homeschooled my kids. Turned out those kids were in public school. They were not homeschooled. They were public school kids. Rachel Wilson was chronically online all day, all morning, all night. And I said, can't nobody who's chronically online homeschool their kids. That's just a lie. So when you sit up here and have time, the reason why I mentioned Rachel 5x3 Wilson is because if you got time to tweet, you got time to look at other tweets and see what's going on. But I'm not even going to use that as an excuse. You had the information given to you. You want to play dumb and act like you didn't know. So this is just a lie.
Me all day. I'm really trying not to look at my phone. I'm really not trying to expose him to much screens while he's with me. I'm trying to read to him. I'm making sure he's eating. I'm making sure he's napping. You know, you guys, all of you that are parents know this. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that, like, yeah, a couple years ago before I was married with a kid, I did have time to do a deep dive on, say, like an Eliza Blue. But I don't have the time or mental bandwidth to do that anymore because my priorities have shifted. I'm a mom. I would so much rather be a good mother and a bad streamer than the.
You're not even a bad streamer. You have a set schedule. You are constantly doing streams. You just this is what I'm saying. She's using her kid as a shield. No, don't talk about me. Don't hold me accountable. Look, my kid. Look, my kid. No. My toddler. My kid. No, don't do that. My children. Amazing.
The other way around. And sorry. So I'm not enough time to do the research that I used to do or should do.
You ain't even horrible. Hold on. Oh shoot. Sorry.
Even though I wasn't going to like center our chat around it.
Hold on. You ain't got to do. Oh damn! I done lost the space. You don't have to do any research. Anybody could have done halfway, paid attention, and you would have known what the quartering has done. And the reason why I think Chrissie is just not I know she's lying. All of her friends that are in the comedy sector, all of her friends that are on the panels that she goes on, Chrissie streams every single day. And you mean to tell me every day that you stream? Well, I think one day she's not streaming. You mean to tell me that's the day you just don't know what's going on? It's always the talk of the town. It's always being talked about. So when she comes on Friday Night Fights, they told her don't come on because we don't want that mess in our chat. Hold on, let me see. Did I?
For an event we did back in September called the Content Hotel. It was 8 months ago. He sent me coffee. He was one of 12. That I don't know how many of you have had again, and I'm not saying this as an excuse. I'm just trying to give you guys a sense of where I'm at. And I don't know how many people have had a family member murdered in their home, but it's kind of torn my family apart. And it's something I deal with all the time, and I don't talk about it all the time because I'm not trying to fucking bring everybody down. But there's a lot going on there. There's
all of this. Nobody. Let me tell y'all something. YouTubers telling you about their business is just doing it manipulation. I could see if Chrissie was just gone, she just disappeared. She didn't post nothing. She wasn't on Twitter. She wasn't posting no videos. She just poof. And then she showed back up. And people are like, where the hell where did you go? What were you doing? Oh, I had a death and okay, yeah, till then. But if your life is going on as usual, and I don't mean to be heartless, but I don't care if I sound heartless, it's none of our business what's going on in your personal life. But this is just a manipulation tactic. Because I don't understand the death of your father. What does that have to do with you dropping the ball, holding Melanie accountable? What does that have to do with you not taking accountability, addressing this?
A lot of other personal stuff that I've been going through in the last few months that has very much distracted me and taken up my headspace and kept me from doing things like catching up on the quartering.
But she want to make this sound like this is a lot of stuff to catch up on. It ain't. All you got to do is read one tweet and you're caught up. Ta-da. I don't want to hear no more. I just want to, this is what I want y'all to know. Chrissie.
Hold
on. I was watching this live. And Chrissie brought on this Cherry girl and she brought on Kimberly. And I said, oh, where's Brittany? Where's Brittany? Where's Brittany? I was getting angry because I was like, where's Brittany? And then finally she brought on Brittany. It takes less than 2 minutes to be caught up on Jeremy drama. Facts, TJ.
Brought the orange chair for support.
Orange chair.
Yeah. Well, how was my weekend? How was Mother's Day? Mother's Day is always awesome. When
Happy Mother's Day. I didn't.
Happy Mother's Day.
And Venti is here. And Venti is here. Hi, Venti.
Okay. I'm like, why are you now just bringing on? But hold on. Spoiler alert. I'm about to spoil this for you. I highly recommend you guys watch this stream. I'm so proud of Brittany. Brittany don't waste no time with the small talk. She gets right into her ass. She ready to lay it out because she's like, and I totally get it, how Brittany feels. Brittany was closer to Chrissie than I was. Brittany was invited to her wedding. Brittany was there to help her build Simpcast when it's really small. Brittany has sacrificed a lot. So when you provide, I know how it is, and I personally know how it is, and I'm sure some of you know how it is. When you have been more of a friend to someone than they have been to you, it hurts. Now, me and Chrissie was never that deep, so it wasn't no hurt feelings for me. I was just like, cut, I'm out. But for Brittany, I want you to understand, she loved Chrissie like a friend. She loved Chrissie like a sister friend. They were really, really close. And for Chrissie to throw Brittany underneath the bus, to lie on Brittany's name, and to actually try to manipulate the situation and not apologize to Brittany, and then throw a little shade at Brittany's way, after all Brittany has done for Chrissie, that's what I'm saying. If I walk away from a friendship, I can easily walk away because I was more of a good friend to you than you were for me. So I was there for Chrissie throughout her entire situation with her dad. I also was there to defend her when that white rapper with all the tattoos on his face, when he gave her a copyright strike. I made a video out against him. So nobody can never say I was never a good friend. That's why it's easy for me to walk away, because I'm like, I was never a crappy friend. I was a good friend, and when you're not giving me the same energy as a friend, I'm out. That's that. So I want you to understand, when Brittany gets on, Brittany gets right into it, and I love her for this. And I want you to understand, this is different for Brittany than it is for any of these other women on this panel, because Brittany and Chrissie have history of friendship, have deep, deep ties to their friendship. And Brittany feels betrayed.
Hi. I have to, so really quick, it wasn't a privacy complaint. It was that Jeremy had threatened to get his non-Indian YouTuber representative, to strike the Kino Casino. He said he would take everything, and then he was publicly endorsing it. And so it wasn't a privacy complaint.
Okay.
That's true.
And then also, it's not about like guilt by association. It's that Melanie was defending Jeremy's actions, not really addressing them, and then reframing it as, well, it's just because the hater trolls, SJWs, whatever, and people who had legitimate criticism, rightfully so, of him trying to deplatform people that you were co-hosted with on FNT, him coming for me and everybody else, that's wrong. And Melanie is essentially co-signing it and not really addressing it on stream and reframing it like it's just trolls. And I don't think it's fair to say that it's just guilt by association.
Yeah, it's definitely not. But she also, like, Melanie comes off extremely manipulative in this whole situation.
Well, as Chrissie said in the intro, she said that Melanie was kind of saying, oh, it's a nothing burger type of thing, versus, you know, Nina had messaged Chrissie about it. She had the stream about it where Nina showed the screenshot of the tweet from Jeremy that said that he was coming for my scalp, Yellow Flash, and a few other people. And Chrissie's coworker, parenthesis S, more than one. But
yeah, hold on, I gotta read something Aya said. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Aya said, that's why I've been on Venti and your side regarding Chrissie. I've been there. Chrissie did this to others too, allowed their friends to be slandered. Yeah, but that just goes to show you, if you try to be friends with everybody, you're going to eventually be friends with nobody. One thing I like about Venti, I never call her Venti, I call her Brittany. One thing I like about Brittany, okay, Brittany is loyal, but Brittany going to call you out. This is such a funny story, okay? But when me and Brittany first met, we met on a debate about Andrew Tate. It's the modern day debate. She was with some libtard debating about how Andrew Tate should be deplatformed, right? She was on the team, Andrew Tate should be deplatformed. I'm on with a guy I can't stand now, okay, Alex. I was on the team of Andrew should stay deplatformed so that we can understand his talking points and use them against each other, right? In the end, I don't know how I think me and her just bonded on being anti-Tate, and we just started calling Andrew Tate gay. You know what I'm saying? We're like, and then Alex and the other libtard, like the men on our teams was kind of shocked that we decided to join together to go against everybody in reference to Andrew Tate. And it was so funny how we just decided to just be against everybody and we instantly joined together, right? And so when we were beginning to end, Brittany said, "Hi, Tree. It's so wonderful to meet you. I just want to let you know that you're funny. Even though I don't agree with the degeneracy of you being a dominatrix, I still like the things you say." I think you're funny and I like your content. I was like, okay, girl, it's cool. Okay. And we've been cool ever since. Because I like when somebody is straightforward like that to me. I don't like shadiness. I don't like people talking about behind my back, saying one thing behind my back and then saying another thing in my face. I like when somebody literally speaks their mind. I speak my mind. I speak my mind. I speak it. And we've been cool ever since. But see, the thing about it is that Brittany will never sell me out for clout. Chrissie will and has. And so I'm like, okay, you want to sell me out for some damn clout, for some Candace Owens and Pearl Davis? Good, bounce. So when you see her do this, she did this against Brittany with Alex Stein. And I remember I had to come on there. Hold on, I just remembered something. I remember being on a Simpcast and Rachel Wilson wanted to debate Brittany. And Rachel Wilson said, no, I don't want to debate Brittany on her platform. Even though Brittany was the one that offered the debate. Brittany said, come on my show and debate me. Chrissie was against that and said, come on her show. And I fought against her because you know, nobody was defending Brittany. And I was like, no, she shouldn't come on your show. Why should she come on your show? Because I'm a neutral platform. Damn your neutral platform. It was Brittany's idea, so she should come on Brittany's show. All Chrissy was thinking about is, ooh, I'm going to get them super chats. I'm going to get them super chats. I'm like, you're not going to throw Brittany underneath the bus. She was the one who issued out the challenge. It should be on her show, not your show. And that's how I am. It's like, I'm going to call you out when you want to sit up here and capitalize off of somebody else. Mind you, this is your girl. This is your friend. You should have told Rachel, nah, I'm not going to come on. She's not going to come on my show. She was the one that offered to debate you. You accepted the debate. Go on her show. And also, let's be clear. I don't understand what Rachel was afraid of, except getting her ass handed to her.
Anyway, so Chrissy had seen this, and when I saw this, after I got off the phone with Chrissy, and she had gotten done telling me, like, well, I didn't know stuff, and then I see that stream where Nina is breaking the entire thing down, where, hey, like, Jeremy deplatformed people, here's a screenshot of the tweet of him going after Brittany, Yellow Flash, and other people, and then it's like, well, I didn't know. It's like, well, in my opinion, to Chrissy, as I said on the phone to her, I think it was more than enough information. And I get and Chrissy is being honest when she's saying that she has a lot of in real life stuff going on. Like, I'm going to be honest and fair. She does. And obviously she doesn't want to like talk about it online. But anyway, so it's like this inconsistency. And it's like, one more thing. Specifically, Nina had sent a message to you, Chrissy, on the day that you had Melanie on. And she said, well, Chrissy, you're going to ask Melanie about Jeremy. And then you didn't respond to it. So I understand where you're saying, I didn't connect the Jeremy thing was connected Melanie, but Nina connected it for you and had explained it 2 weeks prior. And then 2 weeks before that, you responded to Melanie's tweet. So that I don't understand how it's the case that you didn't connect it. And I think that's how other people view it too.
And I totally understand how people are viewing it. I did not connect all of Jeremy's drama and bullshit to Melanie. I did not. When I interviewed her, it was to speak on these.
Again, that's not an excuse anymore, because as soon as the chat let you know that she was connected, you still didn't engage with it. So I'm glad that Brittany is not going to let her get away with this. Brittany is not going to use what I'm using as far as holding her accountable, but she's going to use something else. I don't know. Hold on. Let me just see what she says. Because like I'm saying, her keeps saying, I wasn't connected. It doesn't matter. The chat connected you and you didn't do anything.
Other topics. And I didn't think she was responsible for what Jeremy did, if that makes sense. And
so when Nina messaged you, what did you think?
I wish that I had, like I said earlier, I dropped the ball. I should have recalled that conversation with Nina. And again, it shouldn't reflect poorly on you or Nina. Like, we tried to warn you. Again, like, no one should be giving you shit. You guys are not my producers. You're not like in charge of my content. So nobody should be giving you a hard time. Or
nobody gave them a hard time. You did. No, you just threw them underneath the bus.
I'm so embarrassed that I didn't recall that conversation with Nina from 2 weeks ago.
Lies.
I mean, like I said, I have a lot going on.
Lies.
And it's not. I should have had all, crossed all my T's, dotted all my I's. I should have,
Yeah.
I should have been more. I'm thinking I'm just talk to her about what I want to talk to her about, which is my conversion, which is not something I have to research, because I just went through it. And
but you said there was conflicting things, right? That Melanie was saying like, oh, it's a nothing burger essentially, right? But Nina 2 weeks had told you otherwise. So if you're saying that you had her on anyway because there was a confliction, then that doesn't make sense to say that therefore you didn't know. But even if we did assume that, right, and it's like, you just didn't remember from 2 weeks ago, even though it's serious, like I think that would be something to remember when he's saying he's going to go after me and he's already deplatformed people. I think that's on your responsibility, especially because we've known each other a long time and we worked together a long time to take something like that seriously. And when Nina's telling you as your friend, so is she even told?
So Chrissy lost a friendship with Nina. It looks like she lost a friendship with Brittany over Jeremy and Melanie. Really? I'm sorry. Let me just say this. And I'm not projecting here. When you find good people, keep them in your life. Just you don't throw them underneath the bus for some clout, Okay, maybe $50 million, sure, throw them underneath the bus. But not for no clout. Okay, there's nothing that's gonna make me throw anybody underneath the bus for no damn YouTuber or clout. Because one, I'm not clout hungry. Okay, one of my biggest problems, and I get complaints about this all the time, is that I'm not frequent with my videos anymore. I'm not frequent with my live streaming anymore. I'm working on that because I got other projects I'm obsessed with. But, you know, clout, I don't give a damn about clout. I love being in the shadows. I like being the underdog because I'm underestimated, and I'm more powerful when people underestimate me. Everybody that have actually taken their heads off, metaphorically speaking, I've done it because they underestimated me. From Sean King to the Wilsons to Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. Okay, they all underestimated me because they like, oh, look at her small channel. Oh, look at her small views. Oh, she ain't nothing. Then I make a video, and actually everybody else who big feature my video, and the word gets out there. What you talking about?
Told you the day of. She told you before she had her on.
Into it, and one friend is saying it's a nothing burger. It's like that cancels each other out. And then when in my tweet where I was like, what's going on with Jeremy? Everyone's like,
how does that cancel each other out when Nina broke it down to you for an hour and 15 minutes, and then one person says in a matter of seconds it's a nothing burger? Could you imagine somebody showing Chrissie that Melanie is actually defending a PDF file? Show how she says it's okay, you know, age is nothing but a number. Have all these receipts of Melanie doing that, and then you talk to Melanie and she said, oh, it's a nothing burger. And you go, oh, well, okay, let's go on with it. This is stupid. It's stupid. You're being selective here.
he's a cuck. He's a cuck. It's like, I'm not interested in his love life. Okay. I think anybody can understand these are conflicting, confusing.
Okay. This is deflection. The whole post of you saying the whole post of you asking what's going on with Jeremy that was done a week or two ago has nothing to do with what you just did with Melanie. So she's deflecting actually.
Messages. And the friend I'm about to do a stream with is saying it's no big deal. So I'm kind of going to go with that because that is who I'm going to speak with. If that makes sense. Again.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. But if you're saying that
I knew everything I do now and like putting all the dots together. And I have spent so much time these last few days literally ignoring my toddler to the point where he's in tears.
Here we go. I'm ignoring my child who has a daddy who actually takes care of him. He's literally see, manipulation. I hate women who do this. I hate women who do this. You ain't a single mama, heifer. If your son is crying, trust me, he's crying with his father holding him. He also has a brother, an older brother. Stop with this victim mindset. You are blessed to have a husband who's staying at home with you to take care of your one child. This manipulation. Oh, my crying son. Oh, my. This is ladies, I'm telling you, and men, please believe me, okay? When somebody is losing and they bring out children, when somebody is losing an argument and they bring out, like, for example, the war with Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine sent drones and start messing up certain refineries and stuff like that in Russia. Okay. Russia retaliate. And all you hear is, they killed 3 children. But when Ukraine literally bombed a subway, killing 59 people, and 8 of them was children, you don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing. Because Russia's the bad guy. We don't care about, Ukraine killing Russia's children. Okay? We don't care about their children being killed. We're going to manipulate Ukrainian children being killed. When I was growing up, there was a Sally Struthers, and it worked on me as a little girl. Sally Struthers had this ad campaign on TV called "Feed the Children," and that woman would be there crying, talking about, with just 1 cent a day, it would. And then you see these very skinny children with big bellies eating a big thing of rice, you know what I'm saying? And it would pull on your heartstrings. Back then, I didn't know any better. Back then, I was a sucker. As I gotten older, I got wiser, honey. You could never pull a Sally Struthers on me today. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because back when I found out the truth about that fundraiser for those Ethiopian children, when I found out that like 98% of that money never went to them kids, and that they were just using that to get money from people by using children to manipulate you. They showed the flies on their faces and showing them with an empty bowl going heartless. It don't matter to me. You can never play those tricks on me anymore. And I when somebody tries to play that, I'm automatically thinking, they're trying to manipulate me. I get it.
Making a fucking fit, but mommy's got to
That's
get
not
up in the
good.
quartering drama. So tough shit. Watch Sesame Street, and that's what we had to do these last few days. So again,
Chrissie, I'm really sorry that
happened.
happened.
Like I did today. Back then, it would have been a completely different interview.
But when you're saying stuff like that, it makes it sound like, well, dang, I have to like take accountability here. And it's like, you open the stream with, I was bullied into it. And I don't think anybody would want you to say anything you don't mean if you're bullied into this. Like, who's bullying you into this? And all I'm saying is that there was a conflict with Nina telling you about Melanie the day of in the message, hey, you're going to ask about Jeremy.
Yeah, I didn't see that
And
message
so there's
before
that.
I streamed with Melanie. I was focusing on Melanie and these issues that I'm dealing with. It was literally taking place the whole morning of before I streamed with Melanie.
It has nothing to do with the stream, though. It has nothing to do with the stream. Again, you're not a single baby mama. You cannot use these excuses. I don't want to hold on. I don't want to be on this too long. I really do need to do a video. So I don't think I'm gonna do a video on this. I think I'm gonna save it for my commentary channel. But this whole thing of oh, it's my baby. She sounds like Megan Thee Stallion. My baby. No, my man, my baby. Okay, it's just, this is stupid. I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to cater to this. I'm very proud of Brittany. So proud of her, like going in there and not pulling any strings. Let's see what's going on with, hold on a second. Let me see what is happening. Hold on a second. Let's see. Brittany. Brittany X Venti. Here we go. Venti. Is she shadow banned again? Oh, wait a minute. It's 1T, isn't it? It's 1T. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I didn't put the R there. Okay. So is she back from that? Okay, so she went on and did her live stream. I'm sorry I feel this way. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. Hold on, let me see what she said. And then we'll shut it down for you guys. I do need to find a video to talk about. It's like I don't know what's going on in reference to in reference to?
Well, yeah, but it's very neutral. It's like, oh, you know, he just did some drama. It's like, no, he's deplatforming people trying to deplatform people you worked with and work with.
Okay, so she's on that. She probably talked, because this was an hour ago. You know what probably happened when Chrissie shut that stream down or rage quit. They probably talked behind the scenes, because that you can still like communicate after the stream is down. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me just go ahead and talk to the chat. Then I'm gonna shut it down. And then well, you know what? Hold on a second. Does anybody know? It's pretty. Is there anything worth talking about in reference to the news? Anything? I mean, I'm so glad this happened, because I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Not really. I'm sorry, guys. Like, if y'all could tell, I really want to keep I really want to keep this channel active, but I'm just so like, the news. Chrissie been a log cow to some people since day one before YouTube. Wouldn't be surprised if Kino made. You want to know what's so unfortunate, Kiko? Because of this, they're going to come for her. They're going to find out all the past stuff that, you know, she was being clowned for. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, she should have thought twice about this. Like, do I really want to make this group of people angry? Do I really? Hamburger was banned from the Renferger. Oh yeah, I know about that. The politics has been so boring lately. I gotta do a video though. I gotta see about something. I'll look in the blogs. The most frustrating thing about Chrissie is that they didn't learn these friendships lessons in high school. Oh, that's a good point. I value friendship. I do. I value friendship. And I think because I've had really good friends in elementary school, in middle school, and in high school, and in college, I value friendship. I do. And that's the reason why I can say today, you know, saying with me not having anything to do with my blood family, I have two friends, best friends, that are like my family, and I am the godmother of their children. So I take friendship very seriously. If I got your back, I got your back. Nobody can ever say that about me. I can name people who have backstabbed me, but can't nobody name me backstabbing them, because I don't do that. And I'm not quick to make friends either. It takes a very long time to get into my circle. I'm not quick. I don't embrace everybody. Let's see. Me too, Tree. I'm ride or die. I'm you or not. If you not, then yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, all right, guys. It's been 2 hours. I will still look for, I still will look to see if I can find some news. If not, then I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to stress about it. So, but I will be reacting to this on my other commentary channel. So with that being said, you all take care. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all hopefully on a video sometime this week. But we do have a live stream. The Treehouse News is tomorrow. Okay. So there's that. All right. Love ya. Mean it. Later, taters.